Oh, you about to play him in man?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he just fucked this nigga up.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's get the ball. Jam.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the
football. Hey, you remember the dude that was supposed to be a YouTuber, Easy Secretion, that we played earlier? Smacked the fuck out of him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's
that nigga's supposed to be pretty good. I see he got a tactical move.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
Yeah, he smashed the shit out of him. I was trying to see if he was streaming. If I ain't mistaken, we was playing him on Crash.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Here's Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. And Myers able to knock it through. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the
early game.
Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
This will be taken in at the 1.
It ain't no must win. No.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Titans got to win, though, so it's an important game for both.
They're going to play y'all hard. That's about it. Okay, they got enough juice. Oh, no, y'all got to stop the fucking run, though. Derrick Henry running that bitch. I think y'all just lost the fucking D lineman, huh? 2 D linemen.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because
how did he know
a lot
I
of
was
teams
coming?
no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is,
that is
one
weird
can be close
as
to the line of
fuck.
scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, How about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. The pitch goes to Penny. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Over. Mike 56. Mike's 56. Yo, 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 yo. Speaker.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25.
Ooh.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. following the penalty. It's Johnson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
All right.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up 1st and 2nd down.
Burst firing the shit out of something.
High kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
I mean, you burst firing the shit out of something.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, came in that bit late. We almost won that bit, lost by 1 point.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Joker.
Second and 9 now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wow.
Hey, exit. 54, clear.
Oh, you know it's coming, dude.
Go.
Maybe they're trying to, you know, say you trash.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, you fucking... Oh,
incomplete.
man. I was about to
Bold
go
play
crazy
call
to talk
there.
that fucking
Now
ball.
it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and
eat.
force another punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The party was fucked up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Wilson. And this is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Wilson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference
rebuild a database
between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Rashad.
No, I'm talking about the PlayStation rebuild a database.
Marker on the field.
Keep cutting off.
So let's see about the call.
Might be something corrupted.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Boot that bitch up in safe mode and hit rebuild database.
Wilson will throw again.
Something like that.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. Big hold of the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Hey, you playing with?
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
On second down, Michel. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our
you got a triple count at the end for a fucking draw, bro. Come on, man.
Oh, my God. That's, gave up the butt at the end.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I hate it. I hate when I look and I got the most fucking kills and fucking captures, bro. That shit just really aggravating as fuck.
By a lot?
Dude, now I got 2 dudes with 5. The dude who most kills with me got 1 capture.
Ready to
he
get
got 31 fucking deaths. 27 kills, 31
the way this offense is played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
I got folded field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
That's it right there. Too much capture. Because when they got beat, they fucking stood around that bitch.
Every time I got beat, this time it's Johnson. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. The second down play.
I'm still trying to figure out why people try to run up the middle on the box.
They expect the fucking...
Big
no, I mean, I put my free safety in the box for the run. And I guess they just think I'm playing pass all the time. Playing the fucking run first.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Wow, good catch.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Should have hit him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let me see Bobby Wagner line up over Adams. You gonna run it?
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun, they run with Michelle.
Take
much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I know it's a draw. I'm just saying you wouldn't have said if y'all would have lost. It wasn't no good game then.
I mean, dude, you know what you can tell be good game?
4 times
if you in the game, you fucking 18 and 7.
Barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
If you ain't getting, dude, if you ain't seeing, I seen 64 fucking people, bro. Not even counting assists, but they don't even show you that. So how many times I got kills stolen from me or whatever, right? So I really hate that here. It's cool though, because it tends to,
finds right side. That's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Cause you know that was the man at fucking. We gonna run around with 3 of us together.
He gets it
you know what
away.
I'm
That's
saying?
Fucking all get a kill. All get credit for. Oh, is it gonna kill
And
you?
out of bounds, sailed over.
Oh,
Looked like right near the
no, that shit
pylon.
cost me
This one's
fucking-
going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc
big balls around
because
the fucking
they end up
screen
taking
on
their
the 3-yard
attention to the
line.
blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ooh, he coming right up the
Facing
middle,
the
too.
prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
That's what I wanted you to do. That shit was so.
Now Wilson down around his goal line.
Perfect place,
They'll
man.
try and set up the
Oh, he
screen.
blocked it terribly, though.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him.
I need
short
one
of the
more
first
block.
down
I'm trying to get
marker.
behind him,
Short
but-
gain there of just 4, and that'll bring
I might
up
lose
a
this
4th
game.
down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And taken right at the 35. And when it's said and done, it's a
Listen, they're
58-yard
playing for a
punt. And
development trait. That
possession
nigga-
will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time to Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You see what I was like? What I'm trying to say when we on that fucking shit no more.
Call it about a gain of
Oh, you
3.
mean like,
They'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming
getting
up.
That team did it to
even
us.
on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those
Two
offensive
people standing
linemen
in
to
the
get
back
up to the
corner.
second
One
level.
on each side, one on each side.
Yeah, I mean, if you stay in the corner, period, you got to see everybody in front of you. Nobody can spawn behind you. I was trying to
Right.
get there, but
But I'm
man.
saying, like, it got to be collectively sold. And see, the actual, okay, so the funny part is about the city.
In need of a conversion on
You-
3rd down. They had the big play to start the
objective
drive.
is
Not
to
much
actually
sense.
try to camp. You know what I'm saying? You got
I mean, I was
camp.
mounted up on fucking containers and all kind of shit.
But you need somebody to watch. You need somebody to be able. That's what I'm saying. Like somebody we got to win gunfight.
They'll set up the
You
throw.
have got to win too. Like
He's
once
got
you
the
die
first
after
down
that, cool.
inside the 10.
You end up
Yo,
going
oh,
fucking-
she fucking okay.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You end up going-
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you
Maybe
take
you'll
your
be able to go
receivers
fucking
and move them around a
50,
bunch, especially your best
40.
guys.
You know what I'm
And when they
saying?
work out of the slot,
50 and
you
40.
often hear the coaches talk about
That shit
how
just a
great it is
KD killer,
because it gives you a
period.
two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle.
Y'all better hold his ass to
quickly
3.
here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Oh, no, you
goal
don't see
from
that.
inside the 5.
It's not open. It's not open.
Look at me, zipper.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They come out here in the eye. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch the right. Watch the right. Let's go, defense. Look left. No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. It's been a long day for you. 52's the Mike.
From the gun, Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
She's going to be wide open, but goddamn, I don't think I'm going to have enough time to get deep enough to get the first.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
We play to win. Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll drop to throw.
Give me that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things
That
that
shit
have
is
happened
chaos,
before.
man. Shit
They knew in certain situations, the type of plays they looked to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, my God.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I'll tell you what he was doing. He was timing the fucking spawn. He was running from the left.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Right side. Over and over.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the back
They tried a
row.
quick hitter inside, but that one was
Talking about where the containers and shit are?
This big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh boy, went
They'll
to
break
Jared.
the huddle, come up on
Ask him
2nd
out.
and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You did? Who you think I was
It's
talking to?
Michelle once again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I'm not loud as fuck
Some of the
earlier.
most unselfish players on any football team,
Holy
defensive
shit.
tackles.
I said,
Because
who
we
the fuck
have
you
them
think I was
just eat
talking
up
to?
blocks, allow other people to
Came
make
back in the
tackles.
party and he was on
But when he
red
can make a
dead, and then
play
I heard
himself,
something loud as
as we
shit,
just
like
saw
he had
there,
his phone, left his
that's a
phone
big
next to
day.
the fucking mic or something.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus
Oh, you
far.
were
The
watching
crowd
something.
getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
I ain't done fucking putting the headset back down because ain't nobody was in here talking about that.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Ain't that nice?
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one.
Man, that is my boy Blair.
And
Oh, he
that'll
missed
wind
it.
up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This
Game
defense
right
was
there.
definitely
That's that
alert to the
ball.
possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mustache thicker than yours.
2nd and 10. Screenplay, Johnson.
We play defense.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Come on, play it out.
Now back to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it.
Ain't open.
Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Damn. Surprise Weezy in that bitch.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Oh no, you come back. You go up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive
Oh,
alive.
good play. Good fucking
And he
play.
comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I'm going to make it to January. That nigga done had Tony blocked for about a year.
For real?
The drive continues as they search for a
I thought
tying
that shit was,
touchdown. Here's
like,
1st and
made
10.
up. I didn't know it was serious.
I think he brought him in.
Johnson running right.
And the run
And
first.
they're going to get him behind the line
Stop
yet
running
again.
the ball.
As his nightmare afternoon
poll
continues. Tackle coming from the
Nigga called
safety,
me
Trey
Joyce in fucking
Flowers.
2019, bitch, you're getting blocked. And next thing you know, that nigga Logic was like, man, you know what?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a 1-score game.
Like, oh, shit, nigga. I thought he was playing. Thought it was going to last, like, a couple weeks. Then I heard him talking. I'm like, okay, he's probably going to block him about a month and a half. Like, nah, that nigga, that's wow.
I thought that shit was. I thought it was just bullshit.
So it's
Niggas
Packer
saying he had him
football
blocked.
here as we welcome you back.
I think Ronnie
Let's see
told
what
me,
they've
like,
come
nah,
up
that
with
nigga blocked for
offensively
real.
after having time to talk it over.
Corner out.
They'll look to
I
throw.
thought I had Tony blocked along.
And this will be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing line?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the
Remember that nigga
field.
was talking about
Out of the huddle now for
leading the
play
league
number
yesterday?
9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
I'm like, what? That ain't even no type of joking or threatening. Like, nigga, how you gonna fuck with him? Because you mad, you gonna fuck over 30 other people.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
Breaking them out, Rob. Go.
Right there, little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Let's go now. 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I didn't think that out open.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I wonder how it would sound if I took the hit marker sounds off.
I put mine on classic.
Go. 8, read.
I'm trying to see. It just sounds like I'm just shooting my gun. Maybe I'm thinking sometimes when you don't hear shit, when you get them hit markers, sometimes they can be right up.
He's back to throw. He's gonna let it fly. And that is.
Hey, you should have been took that shit off. I cannot believe I just said that.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Man, turn all that shit off.
At the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Hey, look for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They got a chance to strike.
All I see was a blur. Shit. All you gonna see.
To make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed.
Let this man get this fucking spectacular catch over
thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears that heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, he's still down 1. That extra point is now a given.
A very important extra point there.
Must have been his fucking New Year's resolution.
Tie game here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
It was early in the year, man.
That's fucked up, man.
Nigga couldn't even make it to the 16 people in the
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage, either spike it and stop the clock, or continue to
we'll take that.
Inside the 30. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
All right, Clown, get your ass back
The
there.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go.
The fuck you talking about your goddamn neck, nigga?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Sounds like trash. Do not throw it to the tight end.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, no.
And it's caught inside the 30.
I hate when man give me that
And
bullshit.
all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 60 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away.
The way this shit designed, you really necessarily don't need everybody.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Killing the right people in the right spots. But it's the people who are killing people off on the side of the map has nothing to do with nothing. Camping somewhere doing dumb shit. That shit ain't helping the actual game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios.
If you want to hold out an area, you want to hold out a high traffic area. You want to make the motherfucker difficult as a motherfucker difficult.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six, with the mouse? Fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Put that in with a control.
More power.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already.
Put that bitch up.
They run. This is Scarborough. And they
have the slowest fucking guards ever, bro.
Back at the 43-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Screen 80.
Check 52, come on. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Right. Mike 52, Mike 52. All day, all day.
This is a touchdown if you fucking don't get fucking bam.
On second and 12, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38.
All go special. All go special.
He's checking. Crash.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 50. Double dog. That's the way.
From the 31, Wilson, and he finds Penny. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line
or
he's
safety.
near you.
The ball.
So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space,
that's the fucking ball.
For him.
Thank you.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Love me. Can't really fuck it up.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
He's running around with a shotgun and a shield, bro.
Fucking stuck button. Come on. I should have been sick. Oh, maybe next time. Y'all still in game? No, I'm gonna switch on. Tip drill. Where's the goddamn tip drill? Alright. $49ers.